What just happened at Liverpool has left fans completely stunned, and the football world is in shock. In a season where every game matters, the Reds have been dealt a devastating blow, and now the club is looking at a little-known Champions League rule that could change everything. Giovanni Leoni, the young Italian defender who is expected to play a crucial role in Jurgen Klopp's plans, has gone down with a serious injury, and it's not just a short-term issue. Early reports suggest this could be a long absence, the kind of injury that forces Liverpool into a desperate search for solutions. But here's where things get shocking. Most fans don't even know this rule exists, but UEFA has a loophole that might allow Liverpool to replace Leoni in their Champions League squad, even after the registration deadline has already passed. This is almost never used, and the fact that Liverpool are even considering it shows just how bad the situation really is. Now, let's rewind for a second. Giovanni Leoni only joined Liverpool in the summer. He was supposed to be one for the future, but Klopp trusted him, and fans were excited. His composure, his maturity at such a young age, it was seen as the perfect fit for Liverpool's defense, especially with injuries to senior players always being a risk. And then, disaster struck. During training, Leoni picked up what looked like a standard knock, but scans revealed the truth. Ligament damage, potentially season-ending. Liverpool have been here before. Think back to the 2020-21 season when Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez, and Joel Matip all went down. Klopp had to improvise, and the club scrambled to bring in defenders like Ozan Kabak and Ben Davies. Everyone remembers how chaotic that was. Now, the fear is that history is repeating itself. But unlike back then, UEFA has something called the long-term injury replacement rule. This allows clubs to make a swap in their Champions League squad if a player is ruled out for a significant period. The catch? You can only do it once per competition, and it must be approved by UEFA's medical committee. It's extremely rare, but Liverpool might just be about to use it. So who could Liverpool bring in? That's the big question. Because it's not just about replacing Leoni, it's about making sure the squad has the depth to compete on all fronts. Right now, Klopp has Van Dijk, Ibrahima Konate, and Jurgen Klopp as his main central defenders. Joe Gomez can fill in, but he's also covering right back when Trent Alexander-Arnold pushes into midfield. That means depth is still thin. Fans are already debating possible names. Could it be a youngster promoted from the academy, someone like Billy Commicio or Luke Chambers stepping up? Or could Liverpool take a risk and bring in a free agent? Remember, even though the transfer window is closed, free agents are always available. And with UEFA allowing a replacement, Liverpool might surprise us with a wildcard option. And then there's the timing. The Champions League group stage is already underway. Every game matters, and Liverpool know they cannot afford any. Klopp has made it clear that his team must fight for every point. And losing a defender right now puts even more pressure on the squad. That's why this UEFA rule could be a lifeline. But there's another twist in all this. While the news of Leoni's injury is heartbreaking, it could actually open the door for one of Liverpool's other defenders to shine. Jurgen Klopp, for example, has been quietly developing into a reliable option. He's strong in the air, calm on the ball, and Klopp clearly trusts him. Fans might be about to see him take on a much bigger role than anyone expected. And let's not forget about Virgil van Dijk. At 34, he's still a leader, but Klopp has to manage his minutes carefully. Playing every 3 days at this stage of his career is risky. That means rotation is key. And losing Leoni limits Klopp's flexibility. If UEFA approve the squad change, it could give Liverpool the breathing room they desperately need. This situation also highlights a bigger issue. Liverpool's squad planning has been criticized before, with fans arguing that the club doesn't always buy enough depth in key positions. Now, with this injury, those criticisms are louder than ever. Did Liverpool gamble too much on young players staying fit? Should they have gone for another experienced defender in the summer? These are the questions fans and pundits are asking right now. The shocking part is how quickly this has unfolded. One moment, Liverpool fans were celebrating a huge Carabao Cup win with Hugo Ekitike scoring late on. The next, they're facing a Champions League crisis. That's football, unpredictable, cruel, and dramatic. If UEFA approve this rule for Liverpool, it could be a turning point in their season. If they reject it, Klopp will have to soldier on with what he has, and the pressure will be immense. Every game in Europe will be a test of resilience, and every defender in the squad will need to step up. For now, Liverpool fans are holding their breath. Giovanni Leoni's injury is a cruel blow for the player himself. His dream start at Anfield has turned into a nightmare. But for Liverpool as a club, it's about survival, adaptation, and maybe, just maybe, taking advantage of a little-known Champions League rule that could save their season. The football world will be watching closely. Will UEFA give the green light? Will Liverpool make a shock signing or promote a youngster? Or will Klopp stick with what he has and gamble once again? One thing is certain. The next few days could define Liverpool's entire European campaign.